Hi everybody, welcome back. I am here live for you on YouTube. What is going on, everybody? We are here live again. I had a bunch of people earlier, so I wanted to try to do this again and see if anyone still wants to chat. We'll let this run for a couple minutes, and if I don't get anyone in here, I'll just cancel it. But I kind of abruptly ended the last one, so I just wanted to see if anyone was still wanting to chat. We have a lot of stuff to talk about. I'm still in a talkative mood. Fridays. I just feel so talkative about all the stuff that's going on and lots of cool stuff happening around town. Hey, there's someone in here. Hello there. Happy Friday. I was mid RuPaul's. I'm not more important than RuPaul's Drag Race. Let me tell you that right now. I haven't even watched Shark Tank yet. I need to get on that. My secret addiction. What is going on? I ended the last one so quick, I figured I'd do another 10 minutes of live time with everyone. So we can see what's going on. If I might get the videos posted tonight and then schedule them out for tomorrow. I have a couple topic videos. That's cool. Hello there, number 2. How's it going? We are live here on YouTube. It's another late night chat. I'm trying not to be too loud because everyone else in the house is sleeping. I think including the dog too. So, by the way, Jenny, Sulu loves the treats. He's very excited. I'm almost out of barley bones already. No, I got about, I don't know. He's had about 8 or 9 treats already. I mean, he's like obsessed. I must admit that and it's not a thing about the product. It's just when I saw the treats, they're not like they don't look like normal dog treats. So I didn't know how he was going to react to the treats because they're like wheat based. But man, he is obsessed. So I am pleasantly surprised with the treats. They were awesome. You know, I love to give you guys, when I do an unboxing or something, an honest review, and that was a completely honest review because I was so nervous. I didn't know how it was going to go. I was hoping it would go well, but I didn't know if he'd like them because he's a picky dog. But he loves them. I mean, as much as he loves steak, he loves those things. And that dog will will kill someone for steak. So I mean, he would kill someone for a barley bone. So it's pretty awesome. The he likes them both. He likes the peanut butter, the peanut mutter, and the bacon. So I'm excited. Yeah, he's a very happy pup. So that's good. So now if I can just get his behavior in check a little bit, then he'll be the best dog ever. But that's a work in progress. He's getting a little too excited recently, so I need to work on that. He's a good boy though. He just gets a little hyper. But we'll get there. But yeah, so lots of stuff happening today. We saw a lot of news come out of iDrive. We saw 2 new attractions for iDrive 360. There's a lot of stuff going on around town. So it's going to be interesting to see the next 10 years, to see what the landscape looks like in 10 years on iDrive. I also noticed a couple things too. Number one, we have a Hyperloop plan to build a Hyperloop from here to Miami, which will get you from here to Miami, from Orlando to Miami in 26 minutes, which is absolutely crazy. But that's how Hyperloop works. I mean, it gets you places super fast. So that would be from Orlando, probably like a 3-4 hour car ride. And now you can do it in 26 minutes, which is just insane. I can't even imagine. You'll just be whizzing by stuff. I can't. If this thing actually happens, I'll be just blown away because this is one of those things that Elon Musk came up with, and I think it'll be just awesome. I don't think pricing will be too bad though, because I mean, they can get people back and forth really fast. I would imagine you could load these things up. I mean, I think your capacity on this is really high, because if you figure you could do a trip to Miami and back to Orlando in an hour, that's a pretty, that's pretty cool. You could go down there, drop off, and then come back in an hour. That's pretty cool. I think, that'll be. I think if they can get multiple trains, I don't know how Hyperloop works per se. I don't think we really understand how Hyperloop works per se. But if we can somehow build it so we have multiple trains, maybe even just two, one going and one returning. I don't know. That would be really awesome. Um, but it would be interesting to see how we can set that up and go from there. But 26 minutes. I mean, jeez. I don't know how much the bullet train in Japan is. Yeah, I need to get over there and ride that. But I don't think it'll be too crazy. I mean, Sunrail's like really cheap. I'm sure there'll be some sort of something involved. What I'm really curious to see how it works is the next step of this is it goes to Atlanta, and then it goes from Atlanta to Chicago, which would be just awesome for us because my wife's grandmother lives in Chicago, so that'd be awesome. But I'm interested to see how long it would actually take to get up there, because that's a long plane ride, and that would be cool if you could get up there in say like an hour, hour and a half to get up to Miami. I don't know if it would be that fast, but it would be cool if it was. But Hyperloop doesn't use Hyperloop doesn't use it's like a vacuum. It's like you're in a vacuum tube and you just get shot. Like think of Futurama. I think essentially like Futurama, the tubes that they were all flying in. So I don't see why you couldn't just fill those up with cars and just keep pushing people through. Yeah, like a bank drive-through, exactly. Just like that. So I mean, you know how awesome that works, just sucking the tube up, which those things weigh, they're pretty hefty. So I mean, it weighs a lot. So I can imagine if it has that much pull just on something like that, how what it could do if it was big enough for a thing like this. So I mean, that's crazy. We just don't, I think they've come up with a way to do Hyperloop. Like they've been testing out. Like Elon Musk came up with the idea, and then he put it in other people's hands to test out the systems to make this work. And I think they've come up with something that makes this you know system work. It can actually have a vehicle. So I mean, maybe we'll see something. Yeah, San Fran to LA. I know they were testing it in the desert or something. They were doing like small tests of the system in the desert somewhere they were testing. But it'll be really cool if that happens because it's not, it's very efficient travel. So that would be if they could build that. I think that would be a big blow to the airlines if it's reasonably priced. Yeah, Elon was the one who initially came up with the idea, I think, but then he just told other people to pass the torch to other people and said, do this. Because he has too much on his plate with SpaceX and Tesla, and he's too busy changing the car game, which he's done. He's changed cars. I mean, this guy has come in there and literally changed what we think about cars now. I mean, you can ask anyone what a Tesla is, and a Tesla car is, and they'll tell you what it is. I mean, people know it's got recognition. I'm in the next 10 years, I'm sure we'll see a ton of electric cars. I mean, people don't want to buy gas. They don't want to go to gas station and buy gas. They'd rather just, I want a Tesla so bad I can just hook up at the house and charge it, and for what I mean, even with Tesla, they also own Solar City, so they came out with the solar roof tiles. You can put your whole house, make your whole roof a solar panel. Just the whole roof is just one big solar panel. And then you have the battery packs on the walls, the Tesla power packs. So basically, it's free energy. You're powering your car for free. And even the stuff that you get from the power company is subsidized because you have an electric vehicle. So even then, it costs, the cost is negligible. What you would pay compared to gas. I mean, even if you just went through your power company, it's about a quarter of what you'd pay for gas, to drive 200, 300 miles. And, you know, Tesla's building up these supercharger networks where you can go to a supercharger station and charge your car, to like 90% in like 45 minutes, and that'll only get faster. They'll find some way to increase the range and keep the size down, and you'll get your car charged in 30 minutes. I mean, there's a interesting what is it, Now You Know. It's a channel on YouTube. Yeah, Now You Know. Just look up Now You Know and Tesla, and they are doing a Tesla road trip from like New York, upstate New York, to Key West. So I'm interested to see. I've been following along on what they're doing because, like I said, you get 300 miles and you need to charge. But the way Teslas work is they kind of route you through their superchargers. So it's very interesting stuff to see. Road trips are the big thing with these cars, seeing what they can do because they have the power to go, and they're good on the road, like on highways. That's where they really excel because they're really good at stop and go traffic. They're really good at just being autonomous. In cities where you're curving and doing all this stuff and turning, they're not the autonomous features of the car are not good for that, but they're good for like highway driving. So I mean, you could literally just set it and let it go and not have to put your foot on the gas pedal, not have to put your hands on the steering wheel. I mean, just sit there and just relax. And those cars, I mean, they're connected to the internet. You get 4 years of service for free. I mean, it depends on the mileage. I don't know how many miles it is from there. 300 miles, I think, is the max range they get. 350 maybe 300. But the batteries keep getting bigger as they get smaller. So, but yeah, we'll see what happens. Electric cars are awesome. I would love to have a Tesla. I mean, and they're just connected. There's so many things you can do too. With something that's connected, you can control all the functions of your car. You can set the AC up. You can run the AC from your phone. Toyota just released their new Prius, the Prius Plus or something, and that thing looks awesome. It looks really awesome. You can do a lot of stuff with that, and it has a lot of like Tesla's esque features, but it's half electric, half gas, of course. Or maybe it was fully electric. I don't know. There was one that was fully electric, I want to say, but I'm not sure. But I'm sure it's expensive. But all those electric cars are expensive right now, but because the batteries are so expensive to make. But they'll go down over time. Tesla will come out with new ways. He's reinventing the wheel here as far as car production is going, so it'll be interesting to see. Well, yeah, 80K for a Model S, but right now, I mean, when they come out with the Model 3 is going to be a $30,000 car, which is still expensive for a car, I guess, but it's still a lot of money. But I mean, when you look, it's not it's still a nice car for $30,000. It's a fully electric car for $30,000. It's a Tesla. Yeah. the day that they announce those, they aren't selling them till like the end of this year. Like they won't be ready. And the day that they announced it, which was like maybe a year ago, people were at the dealership putting deposits down to get their car reserved. I mean, that's what they were doing because, they didn't, and they hadn't even announced what it was, but they knew the price point, and they were in once they saw the price point. That's how much people are into Tesla. I think the supercharging change. I don't know. Do I think Tesla will take out Leaf or Prius? I mean, these are big car companies. It's going to be a while before we give up our gas cars. I mean, there's going to be people that don't want to give up gas because of because they like the way that it drives, that they just don't want to have electric. It's a lot easier to get gas. I mean, you stop at a gas station and you're full in 5 minutes. But instead of having to find a charger and sit there and. But I like the idea of charging stations because then it gives you ability to stop. You stretch your legs, you grab a snack, and then you get back in the car. And in 30 minutes you can do all of that. And you're gonna stop anyways most of the time to get gas or to go to the bathroom or something. And even those stops, I mean, you're gonna spend some time. So I mean, you're adding only a little bit more time to your trip, and then you're getting all fixed up. So I don't see it as a big issue. But I mean, for city driving, just to get around town, I mean, it's stellar. I mean, especially like here with the stop and go traffic. I mean, these cars are so good at predicting accidents. It's crazy. All right, I'm gonna give this one 20 minutes before I go because I'm gonna go watch Shark Tank and eat. That's probably the weirdest thing ever said on YouTube. Me divulging my info. 2 to 3 weeks. Wow. Yeah, our Jeep is a guzzler. I mean, it's a high up car, and I respect that, but it's just a guzzler. Ken's new car is nice. He got a Mirage. It's a pretty nice little vehicle. It's a little small thing, but it's nice. I think it's no Prius, but for what it is, it's a nice vehicle. It's not like a clown car. I mean, it's middle of the road. It's like a Honda Fit or something like that. I mean, it's not. The legroom is actually not bad. The front seat, I had more than enough legroom in the front seat. I mean, I don't know about the back seat because I didn't sit back there, but the front seat was nice, and it had, he upgraded it with the screen in there and the tech package, and it had like Apple CarPlay and Android Auto and all that stuff. So that was pretty cool because I plugged my iPhone in and I had maps and all that on there. So that was actually pretty neat, and there were some apps that worked with it that I had, and that was pretty cool. So I actually, that experience was kind of awesome. That was a really cool experience. So I enjoyed that. Yeah, it's a little thing. It flies around. It flies around. It's so weird because it doesn't have a key slot. It just has the push button start. Like it has a spot where the key's supposed to go, but there's no key to put in there. It's just weird. Yeah, and it's definitely you know, it's definitely sportier. It just flies around everything so quick because it's so like compact. So how many keywords you have? Yeah, everything I have requires a key, so I don't know. All right, well, I'm gonna cut this off for now. Thanks for joining. Uh, to everyone that's watching this later, make sure to like and subscribe. to this channel, and you'll see when I go live on YouTube. I'll do more of these like chat things. I have some videos that I'm gonna post. They'll go up tomorrow. Um, and if you want to come in and chat with me about theme park stuff, Orlando stuff, whatever you want to chat with, hey, we'll chat. So we'll try to do more of these like late night chats, and we'll get videos posted every day. If not, if we don't get something, if I don't have something to post that day, I'll just go live and do something like that. So at least we'll have something every day. So all right, guys, that's gonna do it for this one. Thanks, everyone. Have a good night. Sayonara. Good night, and have an awesome evening. Bye, guys.